I get this question a lot, which is how do I get more than two measures on a single visualization? Most people can do two measures through a dual axis, but how do you do beyond that? Let me show you. So with a dual axis, they'll try and solve it like this. By the way, this data set is available, so just check the description below. So I've got sales here, and I've got sales forecast. So when they're thinking about it, going, well, how do I put them all in the same one? Say I have subcategory in the top. They want to be able to compare, let's say, this value right here with this value. So they immediately think maybe a KPI chart. So how do you do that? So say the sales forecast is a line like this. You make it a little bit thicker. You make it orange, for example. You make this one a little bit more opaque. You do a dual axis. You synchronize this. You make this one a bar. Okay? And that is basically how they would try and do it, right? But how do you have it that you have more than two values and it's not a KPI chart, right? Here's how you solve it. Say you have sales, like so. Then we want to bring in subcategory into the column. So pretty standard column chart. To have them stack or have them next to each other and have more control, we're going to use something called measure names and measure values. So simply put, or simply done, you take profit, and we want to drop it on the axis in a very specific way. So if I take profit, I'll go do this really slowly. If you hover, you're going to see these double rulers. And when you do that, watch what happens. You're suddenly going to create this bucket here. And what you'll see is that this structure has now changed. You're going to notice two new pills have arrived. Measure names and measure values. So how does this work? Measure values and measure names really represent two parts of the same thing. The measure values, if I just zoom out here for a second, let me get a better cut of this. There we go. So the measure values is really a bucket of lots of measures that you've added. The measures are in here. So you can have 2 in there, you can have 10. They'll all be represented by one pill. Okay, so far so good. The label for each of these is represented by this part. Okay, so if I look at the visualization here, you're going to see, and maybe I'll make the text a little bit bigger, just so you guys can see a little bit better. Let's do maybe 14, entire view. Okay, so you're going to see here profit and sales on the bottom. However, on the top, there's no profit and sales. It's not there. That's because this profit and sales is represented by these ones, but specifically this label is represented by this. Measure names. The values are represented by the measure values, okay, the green part. So that's the whole idea. So if you wanted to have more measures in here, okay, we simply add them in. So say I want to drop in a sales forecast, I simply drop it in here. There you go. Okay, now there is a bit of a catch when it comes to measure names and values, depending on how you structure it, in that they will all sit on the same axis. So it's something to keep in mind. Now, how do you go about adding labels or the colors? Again, you use measure values and measure names. Where do they come from? They are always here. Okay, measure names and values. And as you create more sheets, each sheet will have its own measure names and values. So this is not fixed for your whole workbook. It's just for this visualization here. So something to keep in mind. If you wanted to color them by the label, it's as simple as taking measure names and dropping it into color. So if I go ahead and do that, watch what happens. Now each of them are colored differently. Maybe I want to add the label. I can take measure values, which is the actual measure part. Which is the actual numeric part, and drop it into label. So if I do that, like so, right? Now the reason it's not showing is just because of my formatting. So I'm going to reduce this back down. You'll see them start to appear. Tableau doesn't like it when text gets too close, and so it kind of blurs one out. All right, so there's a simple example. I will add on that axis problem in that if you separate these out, you won't have that same problem. So just as a demonstration, if I was to isolate accessories, okay, and measure names, I'm gonna move it down here, okay, and maybe maybe I'll put measure values up here, okay. No, sorry, it's supposed to stay there. When I am able to separate them so that they're not next to each other, they will then get their own scale for their axis. So it's just something to keep in mind when it comes to how you're going to compare, because if you have a number like profit and then a percentage, they're not going to be on the same scale. So scale is something to consider when you're using this technique. All right, so that's how you get multiple measures on a single visualization. If you have any questions about this, or you have problems that you're trying to solve that you're really struggling with, be sure to drop a comment in the comment box below and I'll create a video for you guys. I also teach all of this on my website on Jellyman Education, so be sure to check that out. There is a free course on Tableau you guys can try out. Until next time, I hope you enjoyed, and bye.